ladies and gents, it's Tanya Jean here for a cook with me video. We are about to have basically breakfast for dinner. I'm going to cook some sausage gravy with some biscuits. Some of us like our sausage gravy over rice. So let's go ahead and get started. So first things first, I've already sprayed my sheet pan with some cooking spray. I just use the butter kind. I am going to use these Grand's flaky biscuits. And my oven is preheated. I have that on 350. So let me go ahead and get this cracked open. I've already washed my hands. Let me see, how long do these cook? 13 to 16 minutes. And it is what, you guys? January 5th? I think it's January 5th. It is I never know the date. I hear my husband hollering, the 5th, the 5th. So, let me throw my trash away. So let's go ahead and line our little biscuits up. And these are my family's favorite biscuit. My favorite biscuit are the Pillsbury's in the bag, the frozen ones. But, you know, they mostly all like these, so. But I have all 8 of my biscuits. So we're going to go ahead and put those in the oven. And I'm going to set the timer. Yeah, go ahead and set the timer on, let's go with 13 minutes. And then we'll just check them. Because I don't want them to burn up or nothing. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to grab some of our canola oil spray and just go ahead and spray your pan, because your sausage is going to go right here in that frying pan. And then I have this long thing of Jimmy Dean that I got from Sam's Club. It's only like $5 and some change, but I'm probably going to use like 3/4 of this sausage. So, yeah. So I cut off, and I'm going to use this much. And then I'll put this much in the refrigerator, and we can just eat this for breakfast. So let me grab a bag to put that in. So we're going to go ahead and throw this sausage right in a Ziploc bag and save it to cook for breakfast. And then I am going to usually I use peppers and onions in my sausage gravy, but we're just going to use an onion because that's what I have. I don't have any more peppers. So I'm just going to cut up this onion. Cut up my onion. So here's my onion. It's not that big, just a small onion. And I'm just dicing it up. Dice it right on that. Put it right in your pan. And then you're just going to dice the other half. Alright, we're going to throw this half in the pan as well. Okay? And then I like to use just a little wooden spatula. And I'm just, let me put the camera down so you guys can see what I'm doing. And I'm just, you know, going to saute it around in my frying pan. Saute it around. I would normally have my little vent on, but I think it'd be too much noise on camera, so we're not going to do that. And then I'll just cut my sausage right down the center. so that we can just plop it right in the pan. So here's our sausage, our Jimmy Dean sausage. We are plopping that right in the pan. We'll put this in the sink. Just wash my hands off a little bit. It still feels a little weird. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and break our sausage down like this. Yeah, you guys can see. Just breaking down my sausage in the pan. And this is a very very easy meal. Easy to do, and it's very filling. So just, you want to keep breaking this down, because to me, sausage meat, it's a lot more like sticky than ground beef. So you have to keep, you know, kind of breaking it on down with your spoon. So that's what I'm trying to do. Get it broken down good. But yeah. Because this is it's going to be some good stuff, I'll tell you that. My family loves the sausage gravy. And normally it's something I would cook like on a Sunday morning. But I'm going to be honest. I work today. Well, I work from home. But I was like, I do not feel like cooking like some big old meal. I just don't. I feel like I always cook anyway. So, we didn't get that much done. So, I just wasn't in the mood for it. So I said I'm going to take the easy way out and just cook something quick. Because they won't mind. They will not mind one bit.
Why did you sit outside the house?
But yeah. So I'm just curious, guys. Did you guys get your stimulus checks? I know some people were talking about it and stuff.
They're blocking me in. Yeah, they're
My
blocking me.
son's talking because his friends are here. They got him blocked in so he can't leave and see his girlfriend. Oh, gosh. Too funny. But yeah, I guess a lot of people did get their stimulus checks. I'm just curious though, y'all. What are you going to spend your stimulus check on? I think, well, I haven't spent mine, but, I thought about getting my son a laptop. I don't know, we'll see. So, plus, I want to pay to, we have our own well and septic, so I did want to go ahead and pay to get our septic pumped out. Because you have to do that like every 2 to 3 years. And it's about that time for us. You know, if you own your own home, you gotta get stuff like that done. So yeah, but this sausage has broken down really, really good. As long as you keep, you know, breaking it down, you'll be fine. But you have to continue to break that meat down. So that's what it's doing. But alright, so my sausage is sauteed up nicely. You do want to go ahead and leave your sausage drippings in the pan. But that's where all your flavor is. It's in your sausage drippings. So leave that fat right in the pan. So next, this is just all-purpose flour. What you want to do is, you want to put a little bit of this, and I just eyeball it. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm just so used to doing this. I kind of just eyeball it. But you put that in there, the flour, and you just saute it around. Saute it around right in your pan. And I guess because I'm used to doing this and I've been doing it for so long, you know, it's second nature to me. So just keep sauteing it around in the pan. And I don't know, it's like I know when to, I feel like when it starts sticking to the bottom of the pan, the meat and the flour, I feel like when it starts sticking, that's when I know it's time to go ahead and add my milk. So, yeah. I think I'm going to add a little bit of more flour. Just a little bit, not a lot. Just a little bit. And I only added a little, if you guys can see that. I only added a little bit of flour. And it is sticking. It's definitely sticking. So I'm just sauteing it around. So let's go ahead and put our flour up, just so we don't have too many things out on our countertop. So let me stick that down there. So yeah. And it browned up nicely. Really, really, really nice. Looking good already. Let me let you guys see. That's what your mixture should look like so far. And you don't have to turn your burner down or anything yet. Right now, I'm using an electric stove, and it is on the number 6 on my stove. But like I said, just keep kind of sauteing it until it gets nice and sticky at the bottom. Okay? So then, what you want to do next, let's grab, close that cabinet. You're going to grab some milk, the milk of your choice. I've even did this recipe with the evaporated milk. You could use heavy cream, but I'm going to go ahead and use this. This is just lactose-free 2% milk. So I'm going to add that. And I know you hear that sizzle. So, just going to stir it around. And like I said, you can keep your burner right on 6. Keep it right on 6. And I can tell already that I know for a fact this is not enough milk. And the reason why I say this is because as I'm stirring, I can feel the thickness of my gravy. Now, yes, you want your gravy thick, but you don't want it too thick. So let's go ahead and add more of our milk. So I added some more milk. Yes, indeedy. Added some milk in there. Now, what you want to do is, so you have your milk, you know, you have your milk poured in here. The next thing you want to do before it gets too hot and bubbly, add your cornstarch before the pan gets too hot, before the mixture gets too hot. Add that beforehand. Oh, this is messy. I got cornstarch everywhere, you guys. On my shirt, everywhere. Let me use y'all to be able to see to wipe this off. So, add you a little bit of cornstarch. I just use this kind. But add a little bit because I want this to thicken up. So I only added a little bit of cornstarch. But like I said, when it comes to cornstarch, add it before it gets too hot. Because if not, you're going to have like little lumps of cornstarch in your gravy. And no one wants lumpy gravy. So make sure you add that before it gets too hot. Now, excuse me. What you want to do now. Ooh, you guys, I forgot about my biscuits were in this oven. They're a little dark, but they're going to be just fine. So yeah, I went ahead and hurried and took those darn biscuits out. So what you want to do now is flavor your gravy. I like to use poultry seasoning and chicken powder. I just call it chicken powder. It's the chicken flavored bouillon. You can buy these in the cubes, but I love the powder. Don't overdo it with this because it has like a salty taste. But I kind of eyeball it just because I'm used to doing this. So eyeball it. Start with a little bit. Start with a little bit. Don't go overboard. Just start with a little bit. And my gravy is thickening right up. Thickening right up. Then go ahead and add your poultry seasoning. So, and I just eyeball this as well because I'm used to using this as well. So, just eyeball it a little bit. Poultry seasoning, anytime you're like, you know, I feel like it adds like a nice, I can't explain the flavor of it, but it adds a really good flavor to your food, especially like chicken or gravies and things like that. So, and our gravy is thick. I mean, it's a nice, thick, you know, consistency. So, what I normally do is, I kind of taste a spoon. And it definitely needs a little more of this. So I'm going to add a little more. Not too much, because like I said, we don't want to overdo it. You want to gradually add this. You don't want it to be salty. You do not want it to be salty. So, and I'm just stirring this up. And then we're going to taste it one more time to make sure that it's to our liking. So I'll use a different finger. Need a little more something. So I don't want it real salty. So I put a little more of that. And just a dab of this. Just a little bit. I don't know if y'all can see that. Oh, it's starting to boil. Boil rapidly. So I'm going to turn my stove down. I turned it all the way down to 1. Turned it down. And what I think I do, I'm just going to add a drop of milk. Just a little drop. Because what's going to happen is, as this sits, it's going to keep thickening and thickening and thickening. So let's put our milk back. Put our chicken powder back. And put our cornstarch back. And there's one other thing I forgot. Let's go ahead and add some parsley to our sausage gravy. So, add a little bit of that. Set that there. Stir it up a little bit. Ooh, it's looking so good. And it's going to be so good. Now, like I said, I like my sausage gravy over rice. And my husband had went to the Chinese place earlier. So he has 2 big things of rice because he bought like some kind of seafood bag thing. So I'm going to eat mine over rice. Definitely so. And I want, ooh, I feel like I need a little more milk, y'all. Just a little bit. Because I don't want it too thick, so I had to add me a little bit more milk to that. And then what we're going to do, let me grab a bowl. I have a bowl here. And let me grab the rice. Here's my Chinese rice. And I'm telling you, if you have leftover Chinese rice, just regular white rice, use this for your sausage gravy. You can thank me later because it is so good. So good. Get you a spoon. Go ahead and finish stirring up that extra milk that you put in here. So, and I'm going to have to taste it too because you know when you add liquid to stuff, the flavor changes. So let's just see. Yeah, this is how I want it. See, you guys? That's how it should be looking. Just like that. I'll bring it in closer so you guys can see. But look at that deliciousness. You see that good old sausage gravy? It's going to be so good. It's going to be so good, you guys. So yeah, it's like a nice consistency right now. A really nice consistency. Great flavor. So good. So, and I'll just show you how to just plate it up. And like I said, they like theirs with the biscuits. I don't want mine on with no biscuit. So I'm just going to use some of this rice. Put some in my bowl. And I'm telling you, this is like the best way to eat this stuff. I didn't even warm the rice up because I figured the gravy is already hot enough. So I put some rice in my bowl. And then let's go ahead and get, let's get this big old spoon. And I have my little big old spoon. Ooh, this is going to be so good. So darn good. Get you a nice spoonful of this gravy. Honey. This is thebomb.com. And bingo bango. There's your sausage gravy over your white rice. And it's funny because I think I heard some people I forget what they call it. They call it something else, like country folk call it something else. I can't remember what it is, but I just call it sausage gravy over rice. But so let's go ahead and taste it. Let's taste this, and it's hot too, so I better be careful. And my stove is just on like warm to keep it warm. Let me tell you, this is like my favorite. This is so good. This is literally, I know it kind of looks like oatmeal on camera, but let me tell you, the flavor in this, once you use that poultry seasoning and that chicken stuff, it's so good. So good, y'all. So, I appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time. Peace out.